And talking of dreaming and hallucinating, actually, I did know I was seriously ill with the pelvic inflammatory infection, because in a fevered state, I saw my brother, who was dead, by the way. He died when he was 21 and I was 19, and I saw him in the room. And I was so happy to see him, and I just assumed that he had come to get me because I knew I had a high fever and I wasn't very well, and I just assumed, that he had come to get me, and I was so pleased. And I got out of bed and stood up and went to go with him. And then I just found myself walking up and down in my bedroom with a freezing cold, sweat on, and feeling very hurt and abandoned and isolated. And then I thought, oh, I had a fever, it must be hallucinating. So I never told anyone this. And then a couple of years later, again, I wasn't feeling very, very well, and I wanted to find an acupuncturist. I was in Lincolnshire, and I wanted to find an acupuncturist, and I went in the health food shop, and I went in the healing centre. The health centre wasn't open and things like that. I couldn't find an acupuncturist, but everybody kept giving me the little business card, because we didn't have mobile phones in those days or internet. Everybody kept giving me this little business card of this woman who was a clairvoyant, and I was going, I don't want to see a clairvoyant. I need an acupuncture, because I don't feel very well. So after I've collected at least 3 of these cards, I thought, okay, well, let's give it a go. And I went off to see this woman. Now, she read tarot cards, and she said something to me then. She said, you were estranged from your 3 sisters at birth. And I was like, no, I wasn't. I've lost my brother because he died. And she kept saying, shh, no, not your brother. You've lost, 3 siblings when you were born. You were taken away from them. And I said, no, I wasn't. Well, I was adopted, and I only found out 2 years ago that I have 3 half-sisters. I actually have 4 half-sisters, but that's another story. So I didn't know, that this woman was telling me the truth. I was very sceptical. I thought, oh, she's just reading tarot cards and, telling me rubbish. So, but then she got out a crystal ball, and I thought, oh no, like, what is going on here? Fairground fortune telling or whatnot. And she looked in her crystal ball and she started to describe my bedroom, photographs that I had taken, that I had hanging on the wall. And she was saying, oh, I see these photographs. Oh, you're in a bedroom. Oh. And then she said, you should have gone to hospital. You were really not very well. And then she said, oh, yes, you saw your brother. He came to tell you you're to be okay. He didn't come to take you. You weren't dying. Oh my God, I could hear him. He did say you never did listen to him. And I thought, how could she have known that? How could she possibly have known that? Because I had thought I was hallucinating from a fever, and I hadn't therefore told anyone about this visitation. So I'm inviting you today to think about times in your life where those coincidences have happened, or where you have felt the presence of people who have passed away, and just sit in those memories for a moment and wonder what message they were trying to give you, because I clearly wasn't listening.